I think Snow and/or the Capitol gets a portion of the gambling proceeds generated in the Capitol by the Hunger Games, as well as money from the forced prostitution of victors, and I think somehow Haymitch's games may have been a tipping point leading to an economic boom. So it had been a quarter quell, and there had been twice as many tributes. The footage was altered, in that the Capitol residents saw alterations and edits to Haymitch's games, and the Capitol makes their changes wisely. That could also lead to an economic boom, and Plutarch is in Sunrise on the Reaping, and he might have convinced Snow to allow a test run for 1 year's games, sometime after Haymitch's games but before Katniss and Peeta's, to see what effect treating the tributes more humanely would have on the games, and it may have led to better money for the Capitol, so treating the tributes with a little more decency stuck. Perhaps treating the tributes better made them more eager for the victor's village. They would likely have more energy and better performances when they weren't doused in poison or exposed to rabies beforehand. Maybe they were more convinced that the Capitol was a civilized society when the Capitol lessened their abuse before the games, though the Reapings, the entire Hunger Games process is abuse and a major violation of obvious basic human rights. If the tributes were treated well from the time of the Reaping until the games started, those tributes would be nicer to the Capitol residents, be more charming in interviews on TV, which would make the Capitol residents want to be more involved, including financially, making the Hunger Games more popular and profitable. If an attractive tribute wins, well, we know from Fennec what happens to them, and that too lines Snow's pockets. Or perhaps Snow saw the district as a little less likely to rebel if they weren't treated so harshly, before being put in an arena to fight to the death. There's a possibility that the Hunger Games evolved from being a tool to keep the districts oppressed to also becoming a tool for adding to the Capitol's economic prosperity, especially after Haymitch's games.